Hi everyone, I'm Dom from Cubicle 7 and I'm here to tell you what we've been up to for the last little while and all the gaming wonders you can expect to see from us in the coming weeks. I'll start off with some news. So we were recently at Gen Con where we announced Talisman Adventures, and that is an exciting new role-playing game set in the Talisman verse. So can't wait to be sharing more of that with you. Also at Gen Con we won an Annie Award for Wrath and Glory Threat Assessment Xenos. So that was terribly exciting, and thanks and congratulations to everybody who worked on that one. Good stuff. We've been also hard at work on Darktide, which is a Warhammer 40,000 card game. It's a cooperative card game, and that is off to the printers, and we're expecting a launch in Q1 next year for that one. So we'll look out for more information soon, and I'd say around March time. That's what we're looking like at the moment. So yeah, it's really cool. Actually, I love playtesting. That one's been fantastic. So can't wait to share it. And then the Old World, Warhammer, the Old World, we have a role-playing game that we're working on and coming together really nicely. So we'll have more details on that soon. So yeah, keep an eye out. That's it for the news. We've had recent releases as well. A Life Well Lived, which was on Kickstarter, and it gives you life paths for 5e. It's an expanded sort of ways of working out who your character is and how they integrate with the community around them and the world and the campaign setting, basically. So there's lots of extra bits and pieces about how you can build houses and really build your life, downtime activities and endeavors and things like that. So really rounds out your how you integrate with your campaign world. So there's a lot of great stuff in there for people who are looking for giving their characters a greater sense of place in the world, and there's a load of cool stuff that comes with that as well. So look out for that one, but should be in stores. And we've also had Ulfan Khan and for Age of Sigmar, so the Cursed City. So that's a great new way of playing Age of Sigmar Soulbound, and we've got the Grim and Perilous rules in there as well. So usually in Soulbound you're really powerful kind of characters who can get things done. Slightly less so when you're up against vampires, because that makes it much more fun. So look out for that one. And Ubber Ro Adventures 3. So the story of one of the Empire's most storied towns in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay continues, and that one is super cool because we've got the return of a character that everybody loves to hate. So check it out. So those are the recent releases, but what's next? I hear you all cry from the future through YouTube feedback somehow. So I will start off with Warhammer 40,000 roleplay Imperium Maledictum. That is the investigative noir gritty game that we have set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. So there's loads going on for that one, and you'll start to see that very soon. So we've got short PDFs that we're working on, Diagnostica Obscurus and Interminable Devotion. Keep an eye out for those. We've got the Inquisition Player's Guide and the Inquisition GM's Guide. So those are the first of the kind of like the core supplements that we have for the line. So they're each going to look at a different faction within the Imperium, give you loads more player options, and a load of campaign material then in the GM's book, and the kind of the plots that are going on, or the stories that are evolving, and there's loads of playable material that we can really get into there. After the Inquisition books, we'll see Vol Adventures. That's what it says on the tin. Some adventures set in Vol, which is where the starter set for Imperium Maledictum is set. So you'll get to continue on the stories that have started there, and play in the setting that's part of the starter set. The Macarian Requisition Guide follows on from that. So that's where the gearheads are going to be getting excited. So we've got loads more things, bits and pieces. I mean, yes, there's the weapons, there's the armor, there's the stuff that you'd expect there, but also a lot of cool extra things that can help you in your investigations in the Macarian sector. Then, Age of Sigmar Soulbound. So we've been working on Champions of Chaos for a little while now, and that's really exciting. It is a completely new way of playing Age of Sigmar Soulbound. So you're going to be taking on characters drawn from the Chaos Pantheon, and you're not going to be, you're not going to be Mook level. You're going to be the middle management of Chaos. I think we're jokingly referring to it as, but yeah, you'll be the movers and shakers who are looking to be the next big guy in their area. So yeah, lots of cool stuff to work into that one, and I think especially if people remember like the Path to Glory and some of the old Chaos books, even from Realm of Chaos onwards, then there's a lot of cool stuff in there to explore. So yeah, that's being worked on at the moment for next year. Then over onto Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. There's again lots going on at the moment, and I think there's been a lot going on behind the scenes that people will start to see the fruition of in the coming months. So Reichland Miscellanea is going to be in stores in September. October will see Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay Tribes and Tribulations. That will be hitting stores as well, and of course, pre-order customers will get their copies just before that happens. Then the Dwarf Player's Guide is the next up after that. So that'll be going up for pre-order. And yeah, it's again, it says what it says on the tin there. Everything the Dwarf player could want. So yeah, I think there's a lot of people would be very excited to be getting their hands on that. Then we've got a few things coming after that as well. Death Steps Light Fingers that we've been working on for a while and probably announced way too early, sorry. So that's Rogues and Rangers, I think, is our internal subtitle for that. So lots of player options for people who love to play those careers. Or careers within those classes. So there's Wrecker's Point as well, which is will be a PDF and some fantastic setting information and lots of cool new places to visit and plots to play around with. We have the High Elf Player's Guide, and then they'll be followed by the Dwarf setting book, Lords of Stone and Steel, and an elf setting book, the Sea Lords of Cathik. So there's loads to be doing. Oh, and I even forgot to say there's Marienburg as well, which should be in next year, which I'm sure everyone's really excited to see. I know I am, and I know the seeing that coming in has been awesome. So loads for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, and we'll let you know a bit more about those as we get closer to release for them. Over on Warhammer 40,000 Wrath and Glory, which is our action adventure Warhammer 40,000 game, we have lots of things coming into stores soon. Eldari Inheritance of Embers, so that is all of the everything that you need to run your Eldari adventures and create Eldari players is going to be in stores in October. And we're working on some adventures to go along with that as well. There is a PDF Pilgrims of the Waste. There's Threat Assessment Demons and Heretics, which will be arriving in stores later this year. And then Vow of Absolution, which is at print at the moment. So keep an eye on the schedules for those, and we'll update that as soon as we know when it's going to be arriving in our warehouses and hit stores, so people can get their hands on it. So a good amount there coming for Wrath and Glory. Now, over on our 5e stuff, again, lots of stuff arriving. So Broken Weave, the 5e setting, which is the aftermath of a magical apocalypse. That one is arriving in warehouses at the moment. So that's great to see. There's some fantastic. I love some of the artwork in that. I think because we've really been able to get into unleash our artists' imaginations. I think you can imagine a world that's falling apart, and they could just go nuts on that, and they did. So you'll be able to check that out in hard copy very shortly, and backers will be getting theirs. Fulfillment will start in the next couple of weeks, so that'll be great to see that in people's hands. Mortar and Pestle and Hammer and Anvil, which are also from Kickstarters, and they're both out with backers now. So if you're a backer, you should have the PDF of both of those, and have a look in your inbox if you don't. And get in touch with customer service as well if you can't find it. So we're going through that last round now of checking all the page references and picking up on any comments that people are sending through, and having a look and making sure that it's as all perfect. And then they'll be going off to print. The Victoriana Kickstarter, which we recently concluded, which is great to see. And we're ripping through that at the moment. So our schedule on that one is that PDFs will be with backers by the end of the year, and then available to everybody else in the new year. So great to see Victoriana back, and excited to see again to share. That one will be from December onwards. And on the laundry, which is finishing up with us at the moment. I know we've got the I've been going through comments on PDFs for the supervisor's guide and the player's guide, shaping up really nicely, and it's looking fantastic. So that's I think people who have checked out the Kickstarter will know a little bit. It's a bit of a different approach from us visually, and that is really looking great. Can't wait to share that with you too. So lots of new stuff coming, and lots on the way, and we've also got some restocks in as well. I know some people have been waiting on a couple of things. So the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay Rulebook restock is coming in, it's due in October, so I think it's on the sea at the moment, along with Power Behind the Throne, Enemy in Shadows, which we've been out of for a little while. So you'll be able to get those again and complete your Enemy Within collection. And that is the end of the update. So thank you if you've made it this far. Thank you for watching and listening, and let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to know about, or anything you want included in these that would be useful, handy or interesting, and I will do my best. So thanks again, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye!